Hi everybody, my name's Casey and I am the owner of Zella Rose Wigs and the author of the Diary of a Bald Girl blog. Today I've decided to be my normal, natural self and talk to you a little bit about something that's a little bit more personal than wigs to me, which is my alopecia. So I know that a lot of customers and friends of mine have alopecia as well, and I think that it is something that people do need to be more open about, and that could help people to be a lot more confident. So I'm sorry if you've already heard the story of my alopecia before, because I do tend to share it a lot in the hope that somebody being able to ask me questions could stop them from asking the questions to somebody who's not quite ready to answer them, because I know that when I was 15 I could really do without people pointing out my bald patches or asking me questions, and even though a lot of the time people were just being inquisitive or even nice, people just wanted to know about it and they wanted to know how to help me. I think it was just things that I could really do without answering. So I would like to think that maybe now that I'm much more comfortable and confident with myself, that people could ask me the questions and that would save somebody who's not quite ready to talk about it from talking about it. So I first had alopecia when I was a baby, so obviously I didn't care very much because I was only small. But my mum says I wasn't really that bothered. The only thing was, there's a photo of me from nursery and I've got this really patchy head and loads of like cute little spiky blonde hairs, and I've got the cutest little headband on because mum said that I didn't want to not wear a headband because I wanted everybody to know that I was a girl, which is kind of sad really, but I suppose it's quite cute. So yeah, so it didn't really bother me as a child. I think it bothered other people a little bit more. I remember that my mum was telling me a story of when she took me to the museum, which in Sheffield is bang opposite the Children's Hospital, and somebody said to her, "Oh, it's really nice that you've brought him out for the day." And mum kind of just smiled, nodded and shuffled off. So for all the people that do want to say these things, you might think you're being nice, but sometimes it's better to just maybe not say anything to these parents, because there might be nothing wrong. They might have got alopecia, they could have got other things. So I think sometimes it's best just to not make an assumption and to not make somebody feel uncomfortable. So although you might think you're being nice, to somebody with alopecia it's not always the case. So then after that I got alopecia back, alopecia areata, which is just small patches of hair loss. They tend to be really round in shape, and you can have anything from like the size of a fingerprint to huge patches across your whole head. People can get it on their body as well, so like patches in like their leg hair or in their arm hair. But I actually just had, it would be like 2 or 3 patches at a time in my hair, and I was really good at hiding them. Like I used to just clip strip extensions to like the pieces of hair opposite, or I'd get a brown eyeliner and colour in the gap, or because I remember having a really awkward one right at the back, and it was really in fashion to have like French plaits or pigtails, so I used to get my friend to like draw me in a parting and like colour in the sides. So it wasn't really the end of the world then, but I just suppose being 13 and 14 and having big bald patches in your head it's such a thing associated with men, so it's not exactly what I wanted to tell the boys at school. But I think looking back on it, people would have been a lot less bothered than I thought they were, so it was probably more of an issue with myself than them. But I think it's definitely like something to think about, that if you have got alopecia, maybe it is the better thing to tell people, or maybe you do just need to wait. And I waited for ages and I only told my best friends, and then as soon as I told everybody, I put a picture of my head like this just after my best friend Beth had shaved it when I was about 19, and I put a picture on Facebook and just said like, "This is me, I've got alopecia, this is what I look like, everybody have it all at once, so save them the questions." And I think that was probably one of the best things that I did do, because after that I found that people were really supportive on the Facebook page, which I wasn't entirely sure if they were going to be. I just wanted to make sure that everybody knew all at once, and then people could ask me the questions and it might take a week, rather than having to like tell everybody every time and explain like, "No, I haven't got cancer," because that does seem to be people's favourite question. But then like now I would say that I'm like 99% comfortable with having alopecia, and I think the only problem is really when I decide to go out bald, which I do on my own accord. Like I really enjoy wearing wigs. I mean, obviously I have a wig company, but sometimes I do think it is nice to just feel natural and to feel like yourself, because I think everybody wants to wake up in the morning and look in the mirror and be like, "Hot damn." But then obviously if you've got alopecia, especially the fact that I have no eyelashes or eyebrows, sometimes I look in the mirror in the morning and I'm like, is that Voldemort staring back at me? But yeah, so I think that's all something that you just need to get used to and need to get comfortable with. I think getting my eyebrows tattooed on by the amazing Donna was a huge step for me, because that was one of the things I was most self-conscious about. And then obviously the wigs, and I think creating the Diver Bald Girl blog was such a fantastic thing for me to do, because it meant that I could share all the lessons that I'd learnt along the way. Because I think people just think that the only thing for alopecia people is wigs. There you go, have a wig. Whereas I quite like that sometimes I can wear cute hats, sometimes I can wear a headscarf. I like to tie it in a big Lady Gaga bow, or put it in the back so it looks like a bun, put a donut ring in it so it looks like there is hair underneath. Like all these little tricks which I think are really good to learn. So that's pretty much just a quick overview about my life with alopecia. So if anybody has any questions, feel free to send me a message or an email. If anybody would like to make a joint blog, I would definitely like to do some more vlog videos and tutorials for people with alopecia about drawing eyebrows on, wearing wigs, cutting wigs. I'd like to make a list of alopecia friendly hairdressers, because I know that that's a huge thing for people with alopecia. I wouldn't feel comfortable going into a hairdresser's with my wig and asking them to cut my hair. So hairdressers, please send me messages, and I want to create a list of people who would be willing to work with people with alopecia, either cutting their hair, just making it feel a little bit more private and dignified, rather than popping them in front of a window and whipping the last bit of hair over the top, which brings out all the bald patches underneath. I know that was something I was really self-conscious about. So people who are interested in things like that, please, please, please get in touch, because I would really, really like to improve the services that Zella Rose has, and I would like to make everything a little bit more alopecia friendly and raise a bit more awareness, and it would just be really great to get a lot of people on board. So thank you for watching everybody, get in touch.